This is an introduction to primary sources often found in education. In this video, you'll learn about types of primary sources, other terms for primary sources, how to differentiate primary from secondary sources. In education, some common types of primary sources include published research studies, laws, or governmental or organizational policies. When you are searching for research studies in our databases, they can also be described as empirical research or original articles. Often the research types are described in the database records as qualitative or quantitative or mixed methods, a combination of these two. These research studies could be based on case studies of specific students or schools. The author may have conducted a survey or questionnaire. An analysis based on testing or demographic data is also a primary source. Qualitative methods like interviews or focus groups are also primary sources. Sometimes a primary source is an original document. It could be a speech by President Obama about the Common Core, or it could be the full text of No Child Left Behind, or another piece of legislation. When writing about accreditation or standards, policies or standards from a governmental or organizational website can also be considered primary. Here are some examples of article citations. One is primary, while the other two are secondary sources. One of the secondary sources is from Education Week, a magazine for teachers, not scholarly or academic journal. The other two examples are both from peer-reviewed journals. How can we tell that one is primary and the other is secondary? You can't tell from the citation alone. You have to look at the article. Let's look at the primary source. Reading the abstract, you can see the authors describe the article as a study based on qualitative analysis that includes results of that analysis. When you scroll down and skim the rest of the article, you can see sections like the introduction that includes a literature review, method that describes the research methods. This section can also be called methodology. Further down, you can see the results section where the authors discuss their conclusions. After this section, there is often a discussion section that reflects on their results and draws their conclusions. The secondary source, on the other hand, includes only discussion based on other articles and sources, not original research. Secondary sources are based on experts' opinions and can be informative, but they analyze and summarize others' research. They do not present their own data. Remember that primary sources in education, like in all subjects, are identified by their closeness to the topic. These are typically research articles and original documents.